My boy Flush just posted a brand new video, and as you know, he's the best YouTuber at explaining the lore about games. All right, so Flush literally posted the secrets lore of Animal Hospital. All right, so like always, I'm going to comment. I'm gonna say W video. All right, and I'm going to leave a like as well. And let's see the brand new secrets about Animal Hospital. I think he's going to expose that Dr. Harlow turned his own son into an anomaly. But let's see what he has to say.
Throughout Animal Hospital.
Oh my gosh.
With the new update, we have more crazy information about the history of Dr. Harlow.
Wait, ooh, guys, in one of our videos recently, I found out if you scan certain characters, the scanner now turns purple. It doesn't turn red and it doesn't turn green.
Possibly the reason why he's doing all these dark things. We also have some more information.
What the heck? What is this? Animals news. The Animal Hospital prepares to celebrate its 30-year anniversary. The game just came out next month. It's a conspiracy. Local Floppa takes interesting pictures at Animal Hospital. Authorities are confused about everything. What means are that she'll have a bright future pursuing photography. The Animal Hospital was founded by John Anomaly. Why is the owner of the hospital called John Anomaly? In hopes of finding the cures for all animal diseases by furthering the research on genes.
About the whole history of this Animal Hospital building.
So I think the owner of this hospital
16, Dr. Harlow will ask you
was
for
trying to
help.
heal the
He
animals.
wants you to move some boxes into his office.
Messed up his
and here you can find
research.
some hidden notes throughout the place. You could also find this photo of Dr. Harlow and his family that he's deeply trying to save. And
yo, he's trying to save his son that he turned into a freaking anomaly, bro. You turn your own son into an anomaly.
This mysterious book written by the first doctor that founded this whole hospital, John A. Anomaly.
Wait, I wonder if Flush is going to be able to open the book by the end of today's video and see the insides of it.
Let's go back a bit. If you don't know, Animal Hospital isn't an ordinary hospital.
Definitely isn't.
Not anymore. See, around the place, there's anomalies that keep running loose, characters acting strange, and we even know for a fact secret government experiments are happening around here.
What?
I mean, even the intern, you know, the person that you play as in the beginning, is actually just an experiment.
What? You're telling me the intern, the character that you play as, that you start the game as, is an experiment?
He's dressed like that? They're literally wearing a straitjacket.
Wait,
it's not just
what?
pants and a hoodie. That thing is combined. Like when the game first came out, it actually used to have a jump scare option.
No, that was
where
true.
If you went ahead and bought it, you would actually see the true.
But you, oh my god, the intern. When the game first came out, the intern would do like this jump scare like this. What if the intern's actually having a dream the whole time? Because look, a jump scare and it's like a nightmare of the intern. You guys want to get what I'm saying? What if it's just a dream?
Yeah, that's
the
right.
whole game.
They're actually an anomaly, or at least something close to it.
Like, what if the game is just a bad dream?
Of the Animal Hospital game, you could see the intern recovering from an injury. They have a
What?
whole bandage on their head and ear, but then in this other picture,
Oh my god, he's awake.
We have the exact same intern with an evil Dr.
Oh my god,
Harlow
oh my god, oh my
holding
god.
up a knife. Yeah, this is
Dr.
the
Harlow.
old model of Dr. Harlow. He since got a newer update, but yeah, then we get this image here where now the intern is some sort of anomaly.
So what if the intern is actually in a coma and the jump scare before was a bad dream and this whole game is just in the intern's head? That would be crazy, right?
And it does kind of explain why the intern has this strange face on them, which is completely different from the other faces of the animals. But now the intern isn't the only entity carrying secrets around this place. Dr. Harlow is also something close to an anomaly. The obvious tell is that when you go into the lobby, you can see on the top right window his creepy looking face. But more than that, there's this new scanner in the game where you can scan animals to see if they're an anomaly or not. Green means that they're just normal.
And it turns purple now.
They're actually an anomaly.
Wait, whoa!
Use this device
It works on the hider now?
on Dr.
That's
Harlow,
crazy.
it actually glows purple with a
That's
bunch of question
freaky.
marks on it, meaning that he's neither an anomaly nor an animal. He's something completely different. But
He is
what did
a
he exactly turn into? Well, sometimes you'll see
Goofy
Dr.
goober.
Harlow sitting alone in the front lobby, and if you talk with him, he'll mention how something terrible happened.
So Dr. Harlow actually tells you that something terrible actually happened to him. But what if he actually is? What if he is like the person that the anomaly started with and the experiment worked on him? And that's why he's trying to recreate the experiment. You guys ever watched a movie where like someone has a disease and they're trying to spread it to everyone because they want everyone to have the disease because for some reason that disease makes you actually stronger. But what if the disease actually doesn't work on the other people and he's trying to perfect it and it turned into anomalies with the sharp teeth?
There were others before you.
Have we ever asked, why does Dr. Harlow have a face mask on at all times? I think he has anomaly teeth.
Or all this. I haven't been the same since. Parts of me never came back. The corporation, they saved me.
The corporation
what was
saved
left
you.
of me anyway. I work for them now.
This dude's
We all
acting
do
sus, bro.
In the end. Once the research is done, everything will be better. No more patients, no more nights like this. You'll see, everyone will see.
Bro, this is getting freaky, bro. This is getting freaky, dude. Dr. Harlow, we trusted it to do.
And then he just kind of goes silent.
gosh.
So what exactly does this all mean? Well, in my 2 previous videos, I had talked about how Dr. Harlow was actually the bad guy of Animal Hospital, and while he may be experimenting on other animals and—
Bro, every single time that there's a new update, my whole perspective on all the characters in the game just changes every time. Like, I thought Ron was a good guy, but after this new update, I think Ron is the worst guy in the hospital. And then Dr. Harlow, I thought he was evil and he's bad, but maybe he's just trying to save his family the whole time. Does that make him a bad person?
Become infected and all that. He's actually doing this for the greater good.
Yeah,
At
like,
least
I don't
that's
know.
what he
Like, every
likes to
time
tell
it's a new
himself.
update,
like in another
everything
conversation
changes.
where you ask him about the Animal Corporation, you know, the government in this game, yeah, they're the real crazy ones. He mentions how the corporation owns the hospital, just like they own the schools and the other businesses in this city. The search I'm doing with them is very important. Some sacrifices must be made. Maybe even I might be one of them, but it's going to change the lives of all the animals. That's why we must keep working. So this line right here, it pretty much confirms—
he says the research I'm doing with them is very important. Some sacrifices must be made. All right, so some sacrifices must be made. So maybe he is purposely sacrificing some animals for the greater good.
Yes, experiments
Does that make him a bad person,
in this
though?
hospital, but it also confirms that Dr. Harlow is doing this for the betterment of all the animals. At least that's what he thinks. I mean, don't get me wrong, he does do a lot of bad things. Like, he did actually take Rathu's twin sister, making her disappear and all that, and then turned her into the Stalker. Yet we pretty much have confirmation of this, because if you don't know, Ratina actually used to work for the Animal Corporation. Ratu actually tells us all this, but after working there for some time, she would one day just vanish. And so this
That's
causes
crazy.
Ratu to start exploring the Animal Hospital building to try to expose their secrets and try to find his long-lost sister. And now after Ratu tells you all this, he ends up giving you a key to Dr. Harlow's secret vault. And once you open that vault, you'll see what Dr. Harlow was hiding. The experiment was a success. The shadow now sees everything, as well as a picture of Ratina. So
Ratina. That rhymes with
she was experimented on and then was turned into the Stalker.
yes. Okay, I'm glad everyone's starting to know that Ratina is the Stalker. Okay, every single time that Ratu spawns in, she is there waiting for him, watching him what he'll like, watching him and whoever is around him. All right, is she protecting him? Is she trying to kill Ratu? Is she making sure Ratu's safe? We don't know.
So don't believe me. If you look at the Stalker, you also notice that they have this rat tail.
Wait, I never looked at her tail.
If you take Ratina's photo and give it to the Stalker,
it burns.
Her photo will actually start to burn. Yeah,
it actually burns.
Here, the photo burns in your hand, and that happens when you're in close proximity with the Stalker holding that picture. And again, this whole experiment was done by Dr. Harlow, so he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. I don't think he's doing this to be completely evil, but he's just obsessed with his work and is trying to create something. But what? Why does he keep doing all these experiments? Well, if we go into his office, there is a photo that we can find that tells us a lot about Dr. Harlow.
I still wonder, in Dr. Harlow's desk, there's a thing that says 808 for the cleanup crew.
As a family,
I'm still wondering what that does.
Of his wife, and then in the middle of it is his child,
his son.
And now, where have we seen this character before?
On the game thumbnail. His son is a literal anomaly. He is the worst father he's the worst father on the Animal Hospital universe. On history of Animal Hospital. He turned his own son into an anomaly. Yes.
That's one of the
Dr. Harlow's
characters
a bad
we see
guy.
in the thumbnail of this game. Yeah, that's right. This child is the
He
same
sacrificed
one that's
his
on
own
the main
son.
cover of the game. Dr.
Such a
Harlow's
bad
child
dad.
is also an anomaly. And maybe the reason why Dr. Harlow wants to work on these experiments is to bring his family back. We're not really sure what exactly happened.
Why is the photo like blacked out? It makes it weird. Wait, the photo isn't just blacked out. It's burned by fire. Where was there a fire at? Doesn't Ron talk about a fire burned some files?
To them, but I do feel like it has something
weird.
to do with that line that Dr. Harlow talked
weird,
about,
it's weird,
how
it's weird.
something terrible had happened long ago. Because also notice how the picture is actually burnt. There may
That's
have
what
been
I
a
was
fire in
saying.
this hospital, or similar to like the Stalker, he brought this photo close to an anomaly and it ended up burning.
Burns
but we
in your
don't really
hand.
know the exact story yet, but I believe this photo and his family have something to do with this whole incident that happened long ago. And I also believe that Dr. Harlow
wonder if
should
his
have
son was
died
the
in
first
this
anomaly.
incident, but the Animal Corporation somehow revived him, and that's why when you scan him, he's just
Bro, okay, guys, I'm going back to that theory. I think the anomaly genes can actually it can save someone, right? But I think when the experiment goes wrong, they turn into an anomaly. So I actually think that Dr. Harlow has the same anomaly genes inside of him, but for some reason he's able to like control it. But for the other animals, they can't control it and they turn into like the teeth
the
monster
mystery.
thing.
Not a full anomaly, but he is something. And there is someone trying to figure out what that something is. And that is Liz. So Liz is
Ooh.
an animal who used to work for the Animal Corporation news station,
That's why everyone hates Liz, because she's the only person trying to expose the
then
truth.
was fired after reporting the anomaly infection. That's right, the
That's
Animal
kinda crazy.
Corporation, the one that owns the schools and many businesses in the city, wanted to keep the whole anomaly infection a secret from everyone. Yeah, she talked about it as having a huge scoop, but then they deemed it all to be fake. And so now she's doing her own solo investigating and asks you for help on taking pictures of specific patients. And so she gives you her camera and you have to take pictures of the different patients she requests. And when you do, you actually start to notice something about these pictures.
They got that
mention
slime
that each
oozing.
patient you have been taking photos of have something in common.
And I feel like the anomalies has something to do with the slime. Because why is there a slime shift? They ooze slime out their mouth. There's a slime monster. And every single time that you see an anomaly, they open their mouth and there's like green slime inside their mouth.
They have come here before.
So I think that
Each
might
patient
be
visits the hospital multiple
the-
times across weeks.
I don't even know what to
It's
call
like
it
some
yet.
kind of process is going on with the patients. They are transforming. And yes, when you look at all the pictures you've taken back to back, you see patients slowly transforming into full-on anomalies. That's right. The secret of Animal Hospital is that Dr. Harlow and anyone who's working in the Animal Hospital are not helping out patients. They're actually slowly transforming them into anomalies as well. I mean, think about it. Your whole goal in the game is to reject anomalies, you know, the ones that actually need help and assistance. Yeah, reject all those guys and only let in real animals to slowly transform them into anomalies. I mean, we already figured out that the intern is an anomaly, so why not everyone else? Anyways, after helping out Liz, she'll be able to report about the truth of this whole Animal Hospital building. Except the news report kind of makes fun of her reporting. Yet they write
Wait, when was there a news report?
that she took interesting
I've never seen this
pictures of
before for
patients at
myself.
Animal Hospital. Authorities are confused about what everything means.
Have a bright
So,
future
they just kinda
pursuit.
make it seem like it's no big deal.
They're making her
or
seem like she's a
important.
goofball, bro. I think Liz is like one of the most important characters in this game. All right, she's definitely top 3 people,
At all,
and we gotta
which also
protect her
tells
at
us
all
that the
costs
Animal
because she's the only
Corporation
person
is
that
in
tells the
charge
truth.
Of the newspaper, and
She's literally the only
also
person we can trust.
authorities. Yeah, this whole city is just completely cooked. But we also do find out more about the history
Wait,
of the hospital.
New coffee shop opens. Employees say they already have a regular client. This guy with mustache really loves coffee. What? There's a new coffee shop.
Thanks
That's
to
weird.
this newspaper here. Yet,
Why is he drinking so much coffee? Is he a coffee monster?
We also find out that the
This is
Animal
really weird.
Hospital has been around for 30 years, and it was actually founded by a person of the name John A. Anomaly, where his goal was to find cures for all animal diseases by studying DNA genes. So it seems like this John Anomaly person was actually a pretty good guy, trying to find the cure and all. But unfortunately, the Animal Corporation would end up taking over the hospital.
I mean, he
and
does
would
sound like a
replace
pretty good guy.
With Dr. Harlow. Yeah, Dr.
Or
Harlow
the John
will certainly take
Anomaly
care of
guy
the
died
patients
and turned into an
help,
anomaly.
right? Surely he's doing the best and following in John Anomaly's footsteps, right? Well, another note that you could find in Dr. Harlow's office is this one right here, where it says,
I have a feeling that this John Anomaly dude is going to come into this game very soon. And I feel like when he comes into this game, things are going to get very bad for the hospital.
I must kindly
just say
remind
that.
you to pay the actors sitting in the reception on time.
That was so
I would hate
weird
for
when I
the
found
new
out.
hire to feel lonely and resign. Yeah, that's right. This letter pretty much
Guys.
tells us that everyone
So basically, all these people in the lobby are actors. They're not even real
in
patients.
the animal hospital that's in the
they don't need
reception
help.
area, they're all just actors. The intern is the only one that thinks this whole hospital is actually real and is working a real job. Everyone else is just there to support the intern, probably for another sick experiment that Dr. Harlow's conducting.
What?
And so by now, I've said a lot of things about Animal Hospital, so let's break down the time of events. This is what I believe to be the
time of
truth about
events?
Animal Hospital. So 30 years ago, Animal Hospital is built and run by John Anomaly, a genuine
Guys, this is getting weird. All right, so apparently the intern, this is all just a sick joke, a prank on the intern.
good animal who wanted to change
All right,
the
that's what
world
Fudge
for
is
the
saying
better.
so far.
Then at
This
some
is pretty
point,
interesting.
There would be an outbreak where animals would start turning infected and becoming anomalies. This we don't really know why, but it's theorized that it all started within this animal hospital building. Liz would then report about this whole outbreak to the world, but the Animal Corporation wanted to silence her and keep the whole anomaly thing a secret.
That's
and
actually
so
so
they would end
weird.
up firing her, but they would also take over the animal hospital and replace Dr. Anomaly with Dr. Harlow, and secret experimentations would start to occur in this place. But then soon enough, one of these experiments would cause Dr. Harlow to lose his whole family. Now, more than likely, they all got infected,
so
and then Dr. Harlow tried to get
I'm
them
really
to
wondering-
remember who they were.
We know where Dr. Harlow's son's at. He's probably dead in the graveyard or something. Or he's going to spawn in one day. Well, where's his wife at? His wife
By
is probably
showing
at
a
home.
picture of them, but then the picture ended up catching on fire. Again,
probably his
similar to
wife
how
will spawn
Rata's
in one
picture
day.
catches on fire when showed to
It'd
the
be like
Stalker.
a mom
And
looking
this
for
is
her
also the time
son.
where something also happens to Dr. Harlow, where he goes from being a full-on animal to just something else. Again, not fully an animal, but not fully an anomaly either. And so many years would pass, Dr. Harlow would continue doing these experiments, and the hospital would also get revolving staff members. And more than likely, a lot of the staff members would actually go missing at some point. Maybe they also became an experiment.
Bro,
The
this is so
intern,
weird,
for example,
bro.
was one of these experiments. And now they're here to learn the full truth about Animal Hospital and see if they can save all these anomalies. But is that even possible? I mean, Dr. Harlow seems like he's pretty certain that what he's doing for the better of everyone. But what is actually his goal?
Okay, guys. Do y'all think Dr. Harlow's a bad guy or a good guy? Let me know in the comment sections. I don't
What is
know.
Dr.
Like, he seems like he's
Harlow's
just trying to
mission
save. Maybe he's just
everyone?
selfish.
Well, I believe that the Animal Corporation and Dr. Harlow want to turn the whole world into anomalies. Because to them, they view death as a disease. I mean, think about it. Dr.
Ooh,
Harlow has
that's
lost
similar
his
to what I was
family
saying
that he
earlier.
loves so much, but if they're all anomalies, then they don't actually die. Like, even when you shoot at an anomaly, they just kind of come back to life and run away. And so, Dr. Harlow and the Animal Corporation, they view death as a disease and want to end it forever. And so they're conducting all these
That's interesting.
experiments to not make anomalies so
Oh.
insane and bloodthirsty. But is this truly the best for everyone? Is turning the whole world into anomalies truly the best
Okay,
decision?
that's not the best decision at all.
Or is there something
These guys are
else
ugly.
they can try to do? Well, there is one more secret we still want to know more about, and that's the book written by John Arthur Anomaly, the person who first founded the Animal Hospital.
Wait, does he open
that's
it?
right. He wrote a book titled On the Discovery and Nature of the Anomaly Gene. It seemed like he did his own investigation on
Does
the
he open it?
outbreak before he mysteriously vanished. I mean, it is also possible that he's the one that caused this whole outbreak by accident.
I mean, his name is Anomaly.
This book is in the hands of Dr. Harlow, and that also looks to be locked as well. Maybe if we could somehow get this book to open up, we can find a way to
Well, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts. What do y'all think is inside that book? But anyways, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. Shout out to Flush again. I'm gonna make sure I'm subscribed. All right, and there we go, guys. Peace out.